Now then, this video is about vacuum cleaners, but it's about the symptoms where the brush roller slows down or doesn't go very fast. But how it came about was I picked this vacuum cleaner up and it had the usual faults. Problem with the cable where it goes into the machine. The internal filters were totally blocked. I think people think that they can suck very fine powder like plaster or something up into these and then they never clean the filters out. It's one of those corrugated, almost like a car air filter type filters, washable, and it was blocked totally. You could not see any corrugations whatsoever. What else was wrong with it? Just a few fiddling little bits really. And then when I tested it, the roller was running up to speed, but then it would slow down. You could hear it. And I thought, right, we need to investigate this. I've had it once or twice before and just changed the whole roller assembly. But I just thought, no, whilst we got this here, we can have it apart and find out how things or what happens. I mean, normally you would think it's the belt worn, and that's normally worn because somebody's had something in there and it's blocked up the brush roller, and then the belt has started to burn on the little drive spindle, because the drive spindle is only the thickness of a fairly hefty pencil really. So that's where it starts to heat up on the belt. But that wasn't the case with this one, so we had to look further, and it's obvious really when you start to think about it. But let's just go through the process and we'll show you what I found out. So one of the other things that was wrong with this is one of these rollers was missing. And as you would expect now from me, I made a fresh one out of a bit of ash. And the spindle was missing, so I just got a bit of round stock, 6mm round stock, and cut it to length. And then it needed to be, where it goes in those notches, it just needed a couple of flats filing on it. So there we go. Just another interesting thing, whenever I get any notification by email of new subscribers, I always it tells me how many videos they've got and how many subscribers they've got. And the ones that have got sort of like half a dozen or a dozen videos and maybe a few subscribers, if I've got the time, I'll just go and check them out. Because, you know, new members, as it were, or new people to YouTube, they may be doing something interesting and you want to check it out. Anyway, this one came up, Phil Ironside, over 200 videos, 5 subscribers. Now it could be that he's a gamer or something like that, and these gamers tend to put loads of videos up. But I checked it out and he's an artist, and he's got one video called No Undo Button, and I found it quite entertaining and interesting, so I'm going to put the link to his video down in the description on this one. I just think go and check him out. I mean, it's only had 44 views, but if you're of a slightly avant-garde or that sort of thing view, then you'll enjoy it. You really will. And if, you know, it's one of those things where if suddenly his views go from 40 to 400 overnight, it's like an encouragement, isn't it? Because a lot of his videos are just him doing his paintings, and he does this thing where it's a painting every day. But the video I'm talking about, it actually describes the process. Anyway, that's enough of that. So we replaced the wheel, and I've undone the screws for this. As you can see, it was a bit battered about. Okay, so there we go. So then this lifts out, and there we go. Now, when I fixed this, but when I did initially take this out, these were quite stiff. Okay. So these ends come off. Just a bit of gentle levering. Okay. And on the end of that shaft there, it's just splines that fit into that hole. Well, when I took this apart, they were absolutely wrapped up with fibres and hair and all sorts of things. So that was obviously creating a little bit of friction. Take the other one off. There we go. And there's a bit there still. So in there, I'm trying to see if I can show you that. Let's get rid of this Hoover vacuum cleaner. So in the end there are some bearings, and obviously the bearing where the belt roller is going to take more hammer than the bearing on the other end. And what I found was the bearing on this side was really quite loose. So I swapped them over, but before I did that, I actually knocked them out and forced some grease into the bearings. Now all you do is get a drift and knock that, and this end and the bearing will come out. So I'm just going to do that. I'll just see if I can find something to support this lot. So we've got this lump of steel here with holes in. So hopefully we'll better drift that out. Okay, woo! There we go. Let's just zoom in on that. Focus. There we go. So it's a little bearing, but they don't have a neoprene seal. They just have a tin seal or a little steel cap. So they're bound to get loads of muck on there and dust in there and wear out. And they're just a push fit on this shaft. I'll see if I can zoom right in. I'll clean that up and see if I can zoom right in. See how good this camera is. Let's zoom in. Where are we? There we go. There we go. So that's what they look like. So if you were real careful and really fine little pokey thing, you could flip that seal out. But I found that you could push grease in past it anyway. So once I greased those, and put this all back together and swap the worn one for the not so worn one, then it behaved in a totally different fashion and didn't slow down. So I'm just going to put that back together and show you the result. Just before I do that, this, can we see? Focus, there, gone. This roller is off a Vax machine, so this one's slightly different, and you know, because I've got these things, I can get violent with them. But if you see, there's a little centre in there, and these unscrew. Now, I've only found that out by getting a bit aggressive with it. So there we go. And I'm just going to take the other end and knock this out, if I can hold on to that spindle, and then just see what the bearings are like. I've knocked that apart, and actually the bearings are within these plastic cups that fit in there, which is quite interesting. And the bearings look, let's find out. Let's see how big they are. Just knock them out, and they're a bigger bearing. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. Let's zoom in. There you go, they're a much bigger bearing. That's interesting. So I shall put all that lot to one side in my pile of Vax vacuum cleaner spares, and we've learnt something. And that reminds me, let me just get this lot out of the way. That goes over there, that's the end of that, that goes, that goes, that goes, that isn't, that's there. On this one here, which is the Hoover one, and the screw just goes wandering off. These bits here the bearing caps are removable again. So when you're putting these together, it's very useful to know that they're removable. Otherwise, you're trying to poke that rod down a long, thin tube and get it through a very small hole. So you're better off taking it apart like that and putting everything back together. Right, so we just put the bearings back in. Tap them in down. Okay, then I'll zoom out and we'll put this together. So we just put the bearing on this shaft. There we go. Now that, as we can see, they've got splines, and there are splines in there, so they need to line up. And this is the slightly not quite as good bearing, so we're going to put it on the end that is furthest away from the belt, and then press that in. And knock it in. So then I've just got to put the bearing on the other end and line the splines up like that. and knock that in. Okay, does it spin? Yes, it does. One of these ends has got a square on it. The square end goes away from the belt, so the round end goes to the belt, and we'll just push that on those splines, and then this other end, more of the same. So now we'll just put that back in the vacuum cleaner. So there we go. The belt is still in reasonable nick. I've felt all the way around. There's a little bit of a stretch there, but I think it'll be okay. Now sometimes this can be a bit tricky putting this in. See, there's plenty of... There we go. Yeah, I'm having to stretch that belt quite a lot to get that on there. I've cleaned out these grooves here, mostly, so that everything sits down properly. And this hot glue and another bit of plastic, I've just repaired that because it was cracked, and I've repaired there as well, just so that it doesn't hang down and catch on things. And that seems to fit reasonably well. I can also run a bit of sandpaper around that, and I just need to put the screws in. Okay, noise alert. Those bearings are a little bit rumbly. So previously you'd do that and you'd hear it slowing down, but now it doesn't. Whoopee. So there you go. It's fixed. It's a usable vacuum cleaner. If you've been watching this and think, oh, do you know what, I'm going to give that a go, then do so, because if you've not done it before, it'll increase your skills. And as your skills increase, your confidence increases, and it only gets better. It improves your self-reliance, and also, hopefully, it will improve your financial stability. You don't need to spend lots of stuff when you can repair it. Anyway, hopefully it's been of some use and entertaining, and I will catch up with you soon. Cheers for now.